Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you just look at the description, you see we got us a new project car. So I've been working this deal for a little while. Finally got dropped off. 88 Saleen, 63,000 miles. This car sat in a barn for 10 years. And then I think for the last 5 or 6, it sat outside. So today we're going to go over the demousing process on this car. First off, thanks to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want to have any questions or comments after this video, foxjunk73@gmail.com. So enough on that. Demousing purpose, when you get a car like this that's been sitting for a long time, the first thing I do is clean one out. Now this car hasn't been washed since I got it. My buddy did spray it under the hood a little bit when he picked it up. That was about all that's been done. The front brakes were seized on it because it's been sitting for a long time. And like I said, the car's not been washed. I'm going to walk you around the car. Let me know what you think about it. So the name of this car, we're going to call this one an Arctic Fox. You see that on the description. Let me know what you think about that. So without further ado, I'm going to walk you around this car and let you know some of the stuff that I've got done today. I'm working slow on it, so bear with me. I've got to get Project Big Red painted, and this one's just going to be the next project. So without further ado, check this one out, guys. So here you go, guys. Quick walk around. I did hand polish that fender and the nose, the bumper cover right there, just a little bit. I taped off the bumper because I'm going to try and buff the headlights a little bit this afternoon. I did clean the front air dam. You see the center is really black and nasty looking. I cleaned this left-hand side just a little bit just to give you an idea. But this car is all original down to the dated plug wires. Got the original 88 dated plug wires. VIN stickers are on the car. Bumper, all the stickers on the radiator support. 88 model buck tag in place. Saleen tag back there in place where it's supposed to be. The original coil cover still on the car. Now what I've gotten done today, oh, and even original battery cables. Now they aren't perfect, but that's how you know a car is original low mileage car. Most of the time it still has the original battery cables on it, not some knockoff AutoZone junk. So what we've done today on the car, I demoused it. So what I mean by demouse it, I always pull the fender liners loose on these cars. Clean all the nastiness out up in here. This is what came out of that. This is what I got out of this little hole in the frame rail right here. Now there was more, but the wind was blowing and some of it got swept under the car quite a bit. Now, the front calipers on this car, on the Saleens, the 5-lug stuff, is actually off the Saleen Mustang, and they use a ceramic piston. Anytime the SVOs or these Saleens set for a long period of time, the ceramic piston will lock up and they just don't roll very freely. So we had a hard time getting this one moved around. So the first thing I did was got out of the parts car outside. I pulled some used calipers and brake pads just for now to make sure everything works. I did clean the master cylinder out, got a bunch of rags and soaked up all the fluid, put some fresh fluid in there, got that cleaned out. We bled the brakes till we got clean fluid out of these calipers. And now the brakes work really well on the car. Even the parking brake works good. So still has all the formula, Monroe formula shocks, front and rear. The Saleen springs are still on it. Somebody stuck some helpers in there in the back springs because he put some big old fat tires on the back. So I guess I needed some lifted up to clear it. So inside the trunk, super clean, zero rust, no issues. Wasn't no rat stuff back here at all. So I got that cleaned up. Again, VIN tags everywhere on this car. Super solid car. Just really clean. We got a little bitty light surface rust, and I do mean surface right there. That's about it. VIN stickers right there. And check out the door strikers on this car. Even the driver's side, perfect shape. Bottoms of the doors, super nice. One little spot of surface, little seep through starting right there. That's about it. Now look at these seats, guys. If y'all want to question the mileage because the underneath of this car is dirty, now keep in mind this car was undercoated from the dealer, so dirt just sticks to that stuff when they put that on there. But the interior of this car is about as perfect as you're going to get for a Saleen. Everything, front, rear, just no issues. Rubber seal on the parking brake still there. Ashtray door works. Shifter boots in like new shape. Shift knob is perfect. The Saleen radio, well, not Saleen, it's a Pioneer Super Tuner. Now it didn't work. Well, it did work, but with those radios, they came with a security code. Luckily, it was in the owner's manual, so I got it working just fine. Works really good. Up in here, super clean. Now again, guys, this car has sat outside for like the last 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. I didn't find out exactly for sure how long it's been sitting outside. Now I questioned that yellow strut brace over here, and from what I was told from the guy that I bought it from, he knew the last 2 owners. Supposedly it came like this. I know Saleen used to paint some of their accessories yellow when they put them in their catalog. Maybe this one was on the shelf and they needed one, I don't know. Thoughts on painting it or powder coating it back black? Let me know what you guys think about that. So the roof on the car, super nice. I think we got one little small ding right here, and there's some paint peeling right here. Probably just gonna touch that up. Car's original paint, I don't wanna do anything with it. Maybe just light buff and clean it up. Again, like I said, everything's there. Look at the striker on this door. Just like brand new. The bottom of this door is the same way. Gorgeous. Really crazy. Oh, this is Saleen speedometer. It's got 68,063 miles on it. The steering wheel is actually in good shape. It's just faded from sitting outside. So I'm probably going to get some black leather dye and just re-dye that and make it look new again. Brake pedals, all the clutch pedals, super nice shape. Just representing a low mileage car. Now the quarter windows, I'm going to have to redo those. Just from sitting outside the last 5 or 6 years. They need to be redone. I was going to send them to Fox Resto, but I was told that they're waiting on material to redo those. So I don't know if I'm going to wait that long or not. So we'll see how that works out. So again, guys, look how straight the body lines are on this thing. Even all original wheels. Excellent shape. No dingers, no curb rash, no nothing. I do have the center caps also. They're in the house. Even the factory locking lug nuts and all the lugs original. Now, this caliper right here is what came off of it. You see how big that piston is? Sorry about that. It is ceramic. They're not aluminum or metal. They're ceramic. And then when they sit for a long time, they seize up in the housing. Now I had like I said, a parts car outside. This is a NOS caliper I had. That's what I put on it. Just a standard aluminum piston caliper or stainless steel, whichever they use in those. Sometimes they're different. Now I want to show you guys, here's a lot of this nasty brake fluid. Nope, that's not Coke, that's brake fluid. That's what came out of it. So we pumped them brakes till we got clean fluid out of there. Now you're never going to get all of it, but we probably got at least 90% of that old stuff out of there. I'm going to show you guys something on these calipers. For those of you guys that are new to the Fox body game and you're doing like a 4 to 8 swap or something like that and you just don't know what you're doing, you can put these on the wrong side. Got on a discussion with somebody about these calipers. This is how they sit on the car. This is the driver's side. This is the passenger side. Now, if you don't know a lot about Fox bodies, everybody said, oh, the bleeder's on the top. Okay, so the discussion or the comments on the internet that I was talking about, if you don't know a lot about what you're doing when you do a V8 swap and you put V8 front brakes on it, you can put the passenger side caliper on the driver's side. And this is where your bleeder will sit, just like this. Your hose, however, is on the bottom. Now, somebody did put their stuff on backwards and they were having a lot of problems getting the brakes bled right. And I sent them a nice polite message just trying to hook them up, let them know what's going on. They took it the wrong way, got upset. You know, can't help that. But you can put them on the wrong side. And this is how his car was set. He did have the brake hose ran the other direction, this way, and bent over to the metal line. Now, how he got it bent that far, I have no idea, but he did. So I hope they got that fixed, or they at least, you know, took some common advice. But, you know, just trying to help out. Like I said, you can put them on the wrong side. It's possible. I've seen it. There's a Blue 80 Cobra that there's a lot on Facebook, and he had the same problem on his when he took it in the shop and had it worked on. They put his on the wrong side, and we got that figured out. And this is what happens when those pistons stick. They just eat the brake pad up. Now, I did just throw these on there so I could move the car around. Once I get everything done, the paint and the buff, whatever I'm going to do to the car, I'll go back. I'll put new brake pads on, probably rotors, or have these turned. These are just temporary. I do have new KYB shocks and struts coming for the car. These, like I said, these are Monroe Formula GPs. I'm sure they're wore out in the back. You can probably come back here, look under the car. Yep, the urethane bushings are gone completely. Figured they would be. And the ones on the quad shocks, they're actually not too bad, surprisingly. But for those of you guys that are familiar with Saleens, this is what they came with from the factory, well, from Saleen. And that's pretty much it. I'm really excited about this project. Let me know what you guys think about this project. Like I said, I'm really excited about it. I'm going to try to show you guys everything on this car as we go. Like I said, I haven't done anything to it. I haven't washed it. I will detail it underneath best I can. The car is super solid. No issues at all. Again, this is the new project, Arctic Fox. If you guys got any questions or comments, please feel to leave them below. Thanks to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I hope this project excites you as much as it does me. I know I got enough irons in the fire to keep me busy for probably the next 10 years, but I like to take cars like this. I know there's some people out there that would take this car and tear it apart and repaint it because it's not perfect. I don't like perfect cars. There goes my Terminator, guys. So those of you guys that say I need a 0304 Cobra, the one that just went behind me, that was my Oxford White 03 Cobra that I had. I sold it to a friend of mine down the street. He drives it once in a while just to kind of throw a little bit of salt in the wound. So I want to thank him for that. Again, thanks for watching this video. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, and you guys take it easy.